Just gonna sit here and appreciate the prelude for a second. While I also am forced to remember everything, all the steps I should be taking for starting up a stream and running a stream and whatnot. Just check our bestiary. Oh, we missed something early on, it looks like. Huh. Surprising number of monsters for Final Fantasy 1. Anyways, let's pick up where we left off. So, last time, basically we were being directed to the Earthen Cavern, Cave of Earth, or whatever. Today, I'm just gonna quickly head back, because I remembered, oh right, I should probably get some spells for, whatever I just skipped on picking up. Really, I'm pretty sure the only ones I really am going to be grabbing are level 2 spells. Because, let's just see. Oh. Yeah, I should also grab the level 4s. I will say, it did take me starting up this stream to remember, oh right, everybody in my team's name starts with an R. Just because it randomed to that. So I figured it was a sign. Back in Provoca. Out of the way. Thank you. Okay. Just whatever Rion doesn't have, that's what Robin will get. I'm gonna give Rion slow and have 2 characters that can use temper. Now to go to Elfheim. You know, the nice thing about the encounter rate right now is the fact that I get so much money afterwards. Oop. Fights out at sea right now basically are nothing. Let's just see what everybody has, so... So I should be getting a level 3 spell for Rion. Level 4 is for Robin, and a level 4 for Ray. And I think level 4s for Rion as well? Yeah, 2 level 4s for Rion as well. Yeah, I'll have an extra Kira user. Man, these are not the greatest, but I'm already out of money. Here I was thinking I could fully stock up on everything, but... I could sell all my cottages. There we go. So, I guess I'll go Sleepra. And level 4 white magic is barely anything. Like, you have Null Frost, and that's kind of the only real notable one it feels. Guess I'll go Vox. Spend a point of MP just to remove silence if somebody else gets hit with it. A lot of Sahagin. I'm just gonna turn off auto battle for a moment because I'm gonna want to do an all attack here. Turn auto battle pack on just to get the speed up. At least I think there's a speed up when the auto battle's on. There was in FF5. I'll just watch the animations and then turn on auto battle, see the animations afterwards. Okay, it's slightly faster. Oh. So, back to Melmond. Really, just so we can stay at the inn before heading to the Earth Dungeon. Seem to be marsh cave encounters. Cavern of Earth. That's what they're calling it in this version. Okay, so this is how they do the forced encounter hallway. Why am I doing auto battle in this? This is an actual, like, threat. Oh. Just have both of them physically attack. Have her as well. Just Blizzard the rest. I should be able to just physically attack them down. I'll heal up after that. So, yeah, this area used to be a hallway where every step was a forced encounter. And the way that they kind of sort of replicated that was by having NPCs. Oh. From what I remember, the Cavern of Earth is very winding and a lot to go through. And there's actually... one of the big things I remember is it's generally not really worth going for most of the treasure in the side areas. I don't even think there is much here, really. Also, these bats are still just bats. Okay, let's just cite the map, which makes this dungeon a hell of a lot easier. There is a door to the south. Guess I'll check that out, because I do have a map. I can just 2 turns of auto-attacking takes him down pretty easily. Yeah, this one's a marsh cave encounter, so more than easy. Sorry, I'm very slightly distracted in the background by seeing a headline talking about a cat that has a record-setting height. Just a house cat. Like 18.8 inches. Just a big boy. Okay, so just a battle with an Earth Elemental. Shouldn't be too rough. I don't know why I'm using that high tier of a spell here. It isn't taking much damage, which, yeah, that was quite a big hit against a fighter. Oh, my cat heard me say the words big kitty. Their shield. Hell of a lot of gil, actually. Yeah, that tile in the original release would have been another forced encounter tile. Just auto-attack this down. It's a bunch of tarantulas. Okay. There's one up to the northeast. Yeah, this will be, once again, easy enough to just auto-battle down. So far we do, because of having a fighter and a red mage, we do have a good bit of ability to just... Oh, that's a lot of gargoyles! We do have a good ability to just auto-battle a lot of things. Yeah, I'll cast Kira on Riley. And I'll Lazar this encounter down. Oh, one fled. One fled. Coral sword, a tent. Oh. A lot of cobras. I'm willing to use my MP even though this is pretty early in the dungeon, just because of how this dungeon works. Yeah, it's realized, oh right, it's gonna... Ooh. Oh right, it's gonna auto-battle my previous action. My previous action with Ray was Thundara. So I'm gonna wanna just do that first. So let's just cite the map. Oh, there's 24 chests in here, right? I missed a single item in Mount Duragar. I know what item it is. I'm fairly certain I know what item it is. And yeah, there's some stuff that I have to go back to the Marsh Cave with the key that I have. Oh right, I didn't get the stuff in the Western Keep either. I forgot that I could just check treasure chests like this. I don't think it... Well, no, I did check the Chaos Shrine, and there's just a lot more there, for reasons we'll see later. So I picked up the Coral Sword. Effective against aquatic enemies. Not an upgrade, but at the very least still nice to have on hand for when we come across aquatic enemies. I should just be able to attack it down. Yeah. So, yeah, Pisco Demons are now just normal enemies. Might as well mention, in the original release, they were just referred to as wizards. I think there was some slight stuff about, like, both, letter limits, and also, like, some slight worry about, copyright on the term Pisco Demon, because it's a D&D thing. Yeah, we've upgraded enough that auto-battling this is perfectly reasonable. Hey, organizing my windows quickly. Wait. Okay, it's just south from here. I feel, considering how short this initial trek is going to be, makes it a perfectly reasonable time to just explore, well, quote-unquote explore, just grab everything I can. I'll say, for some reason this game is weird about maintaining controller inputs when I don't have the window in focus, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Oh hey, Earth Elemental again. I'm gonna temper up. That should make this go by pretty much instantly. Yep. The gold needle. Ugh. Just useful for curing Petrify. Which, hey, I guess, yeah, that is sort of useful, but fight an Earth Elemental for that. Mummies are weak to fire, so just a basic fire spell is still pretty worthwhile against them. I need to check that. Oh! I pressed square as the battle, like, transition was happening because I was trying to open up the map. Like, before I realized I was getting into a fight, and then immediately sent me into auto battle. You can see how early you can buffer an auto battle input, though. What I want to check is... Okay, so I got 2 treasure chests here so far. Just room to the left here. Oh, oh, this is more than easy. I don't even really care that I'm wasting fire casts on this. Okay, I'm out of MP. More gil. I have a very good amount now, actually. I probably should be using Dia against any group of undead. I'm pretty sure a group of wraiths is a group of undead. I know mummies are. The deeper I progress into the Cave of Earth, the weaker the encounters have gotten. Because even if it is 3 Ogre Chiefs, it's still pretty early area enemies. Okay, force encounter. With an Earth Elemental. So this room was just here to trick you. Just here to be like, you step into the room, you immediately get into an encounter. And that's all it was here for, from the looks of it. But as with before, just using Temper should solve it. Yep, just bats. Okay, I should actually, yeah, I should use Dia in a fight. Let's see how much damage it does against these mummies. They'll probably be around 80 each. Oh, they can inflict sleep. Yeah, 80 to 90. Which is more than good enough for wiping the entire group of them. I still don't even have to use Diora. Oh, I auto-battled. Right. And yeah, useless against anything that is not undead. Oh, Earth Elemental. Man, Temper is incredible for being a level 2 spell. You get a shitload of uses it very fast. Especially considering, like, grand scheme of things, it is one of the best spells in the game. It was a kill. It was a good amount as well. So let's just see if Dio works on these guys. Okay, good. Well, before interacting with this bat, specifically, I'm just heal up. Oh wait, leather shield. Okay, so, just a worse shield. In this world. Only had one line that implied the accent. Yeah, only one line to imply that there was an accent there. That he talks like a Dracula. Yep. Here is the boss. He even has boss music. Well, he is undead. Taste. Batiste. And of course, immediately uses gaze on my fighter. The character that I'm buffing up. But Diora does a shitload of damage anyway, so whatever. Oh. Vampire has... regen. Heals every turn. Also throw Faraga at it. Tried to... you know, fair. Riley is, like... both tempered and hasted, but you only have like what, 300 health, so who cares? Get out of my way. And there. We also got a star ruby for our troubles. There's also this door. Oh, I can interact with it. I may have ran out of antidotes or whatever, or maybe running out of antidotes, but whatever. I can cast magic to cure it. Yeah, I did. Hell yeah, my level 4 spell. Admittedly, there's nothing else to use this at level 4 MP on, so, yeah. Stone slab set in the earth. An evil force seems to emanate from within. So that's obviously nothing. We've solved everything here. Now for the annoying part of this, actually, which is walking all the way out. As long as it's just encounters like these, it's gonna be a pretty easy walk out. Whoop. Ah, I should have waited to see what it was gonna be. That way I can just Dia it down. Yeah, auto battle. Man, I wish I could use that warp. Just teleport out of here. But I still don't have access to that spell. How did the... Thank you. Ooh, cockatrices. So these are the reason why this game gave me a gold needle from a chest. A gold needle, but still. They have a chance to inflict Petrify on you, and if they do, that character is functionally dead until you use a gold needle on them. And a lot of critical hits. Also, I actually just should check something. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I just had to check something to see how early I could do a thing. I was wondering if it was possible to do it right now. Like, if I was feeling risky. But, no, I do have to complete something first. So, now just to leave. Which direction is out? Oh, right, top left. For some reason, I think that out is, like, the exact middle. Oop. So yeah, I have a party more than ready for, tackling what comes next. I say to be coy, as if I haven't already... Right, it is in the middle. I was just a floor away from the middle. I was a floor away from the actual exit. But... yeah. I say to be coy as if I haven't already kind of given it away. As if the game itself hasn't already implied things. But now to head back to Melmond, just to heal up. Whoa, that's a lot. Good thing my auto battle had Dia on it. They're very determined to stun lock Riley. It's one of those, well, having one of those moments where I just keep pressing accept instead of decline. Just for some reason my brain refuses. Okay. Was worried they were gonna kill her before, could fire off the, is there a church here? Because I need to revive somebody. It doesn't seem like there is, so I'm going to have to... there's at least an item store. Wait, is there? No, there is not an item store even. And I doubt the weapon store sells items. Yeah, longsword. Reminding me that it's, you know, slightly better than what I currently have. I could spend a shitload of money to get that knight armor. What does he currently actually have equipped? 24, 35, 34, 33. That's a pretty big jump. But of course, 2 silver armlets for the mages. Those are more important. There. Yeah. I have money to burn. So I have less evasion, but does that really matter? Can things hurt me? So I want to revive Rion there. And eventually Robin. So let's not kid ourselves. Nope. Right, auto attack. Let's head back to Cornelia. Keep wanting to call it Corneria, the place from Star Fox. Cornelia would be more accurate in pronunciation, probably. Well, yep. Robin is probably gonna die this one. Unless none of them decide to target her. Oh, there we go. Whoop. It's at least pretty cheap. Yeah, if there was even an item shop in the previous town, I could have just bought a Phoenix Down or two. While I'm here, though, I'm gonna stock up on potions. That's about all I can do. Oh, I still have some ethers. That's nice. That's pleasant. That's a nice thing to have. What do you have to say? He doesn't even have a hint. Nope, right. After reviving, you have to use the inn. Whoop. Man, Rion has no health whatsoever. Yeah, Rion, I was wondering, like, is Rion a lower level? But no, Rion's health rolls are just that abysmal. Because, yeah, health in this game is like, there's two factors for it, I believe. That it's partially random and partially based around your vitality. Your stamina is what determines it, which Ray has the least, and Ray's been just getting good rolls. I forget exactly how it determines it. I think stamina might be for like guaranteed, and then you get also a random factor, or it's like a multiple of your stamina, like a random amount based off of your stamina or something like that. I forget. Okay. Let's go see what people in Melmond have to say, though. Now that we've killed the vampire. Out of the way. No. So, there's a man named Sada who knows a lot. Let's just see. So, let's... Let's go see if we can find this Sada. So, while I'm heading there, well, actually, it won't be too long, really. Because, yeah, the cave is right here. Oh, I do not want to do auto attack here, because these are not undead. Oh, my kitty. He's just curled up at my feet. Covering his nose with his paw. The Giant's Cave. Hey, big guy. So we could have gone here earlier. Like, it's probably intended that you go here earlier, talk to this guy, and he tells you, like, that he wants a Star Ruby or something like that. And then, yeah. Then that would tell you, like, oh, I got the Star Ruby. I can now give this to the to that golem. A lesser tiger. Great axe. More kill. Oh. I'm gonna pet my cat. Oh, wait. A nice rub on the head. He's a good boy. Okay, there we go. Mithril and more gil. So, Mithril obviously, upgrade from our Great. Wait, actually, Great Helm can only be equipped by a warrior. The Mithril Helm... I could go, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'll use the Great Axe for a bit. It's very low accuracy in comparison. But, hey. Yeah, let's just see. I think okay, the Mithril Helm does still require being a fighter. Yeah, the Great Axe should be a good boost in damage. Hopefully the accuracy drop won't mean that we're doing fewer hits. Let me actually just check that. Whoop. Accuracy's at 35%. I think, yeah, like I said, I think accuracy is part of what determines how many hits you land. But I forget exactly how. I forget the formulas for this game, which are actually very documented. Which you'd expect. It's an old Final Fantasy game. The numbers and damage formulas and all of that stuff. All figured out in exact details. So, Sage's Cave. I'm gonna examine all of these. No. Hooray! We got the Earth Rod, and now we can go further into the cave. Which means we have to go back into the cave. So yeah, basically, that's how the Earth Cave works. You go in, kill a vampire, leave, because you can't progress, and then you go talk to Sada, who gives you the rod that allows you to progress. You can't reach Sada without beating the vampire first. So there is no way of making only one trip through the Earth Cave. You have to do two, at the very least. So anyways, just see. Yeah, everybody's in a spot where I can just potion back up, and I have more than enough potions anyways. So, gonna be a lot of just normal encounters here to anything new, so might as well just talk about some other things for a moment. So, in other Final Fantasy stuff, so I actually don't own any of the other Pixel remasters currently, other than 5s. I've been buying them individually at, like, right before I play them. So hopefully I'll have the money to get the Pixel remaster of 2 and then 3 when I am ready to play them and stream them, because I do want to stream all of the Pixel remasters and really all of the numbered Final Fantasies, honestly. But yeah, if I don't have, so like when because I don't have the Pixel remaster for 2, I am already thinking of like potential other ideas for what to stream next to replace Final Fantasy 1. Which, if I have the Pixel remaster for 2, that's what's next. If I'm able to make sure I get it. If I don't, then I'm thinking like, of like other. I should have bought some antidotes. Well, absolutely the wrong option. Also, while I'm here, might as well check out what this room has. Also, okay, there are 2 rooms to the south. But yeah, I am kind of like, for Final Fantasy, I want to do the entire series in order. And even though I already streamed my my run of the 4-job Fiesta, even though I already did that, I do still want to stream just a more normal playthrough of Final Fantasy V. one where I'm not limited based on, like, a Twitter bot. Yeah, I got a decent amount of money from that. Yeah. But like I said, I do want to go through all the Final Fantasies specifically in order. So, like, if I don't have Final Fantasy 2 pixels, Final Fantasy 2's pixel oh, well, I guess I have to go back to town, don't I? But if I don't have Final Fantasy 2's pixel remaster, then I'm gonna just try and figure out something else to, like, take its temporary place as a JRPG to stream. Because, like, admittedly, I've been pretty much only streaming Halo. Like, and then when I stopped, like, when I finally added some, like, when I was done, like, my Fiesta run, I added Halo. I did Halo, and then I did Halo 2, and then I did Halo 3. And the only time I really, like, finally changed things up was for, adding in Phantasy Star. Even though, like, the bio that I put in there would finally getting back into the swing of things and deciding I should write a bio for my Twitch. Mentioned, oh yeah, I really like JRPGs, but I'll sometimes stream a shooter. It's like, that's all it's been. That's the majority, is shooters, apparently. But yeah, I do want to have consistent JRPGs to be streaming through. Is kind of the big thing. Kind of have two that I'm thinking of at the moment. Whoop. I feel there's no real harm in mentioning it, because it's not like it's set in stone, and I'll probably be able to afford the Pixel Remaster for 2 anyways, by the time I get to it. Because it's like $15 Canadian, something like that. It's still cheap no matter what. I could check right now how much it costs. Yeah, it's 16 bucks. So I'll probably be able to. But, like, yeah, but basically, if I ever run into a gap where I can't stream a Final Fantasy, or if I want to take a break from a Final Fantasy but still stream a JRPG, I'm having a couple of ideas for what I could do. And basically, the two ideas that I'm currently floating around my head for those, like, kind of non-Final Fantasy filler JRPGs would be, like... Well, I might as well mention that one of the ideas that I kind of decided against was Chrono Trigger, because I feel Chrono Trigger I should fit in more as if it was a Final Fantasy. Because it very clearly kind of is. It derives a lot from Final Fantasy, but still. But yeah, with the ones that I was thinking of, though, it was specifically Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, because I'm conceptually a fan of the Legend of Heroes games. I've played chunks of them. I just bought Trails from Zero, because that just released recently. I put in a bit of time into that, but, like, it just reminds me, oh right, I still have not beaten Trails in the Sky in the first place, or any of those games. I put in, like, a couple, like, I put in chunk of time into them, but still. But yeah, like, stream Trails in the Sky, like, that trilogy entirely just to force myself to finally play through them. Like, just to have, basically treat it as an excuse to finally play the games, instead of putting it off. That way I also feel better about playing through Trails from Zero, and then I feel even better about playing the Trails of Cold Steel games. Because I own all of those physically. And still, like, I'm not that far in Cold Steel 1. But I prepped myself for it. Okay. So, back to the Cave of Earth. Oh. This is a perfect opportunity for Dia. But yeah. So like I said, I'm thinking possibly for a non-Final Fantasy to fill in the gap for where Final Fantasy would be. I'm thinking Trails of Cold Steel, well, Trails in the Sky. The only problem with that is it would make me start to feel like, oh, I should stream the whole franchise. And, well, I'm not going to, because those are like 100-hour games with how I want to play them. And also, I own all of them on console, and these are like, I don't really have any console streaming gear. Like I said, this would be more just an excuse to be able to, like, force myself into finally dedicating time to it, rather than getting distracted by everything else and feeling like, well, I have other things that are more relevant to go through right now. Which is kind of the ultimate issue with most of my PC game backlog. Part of the reason why I actually started streaming is entirely so I could force myself to play through the Halo campaigns. But yeah, like I said, possibly the Trails in the Sky series, which, like I said, the only real issue with that is just, it would make me feel kind of like, oh, well, if I stream Trails Trails first chapter, second chapter, and then third, I'll obviously feel inclined that maybe I should be streaming Trails from Zero and then Trails from Azure and then the Cold Steel games as well. I'll start to feel like that. Even though I have very little intent to do that, because I am also the sort of person who likes to go for go for platinums in games. That's why I usually buy most things on console, if I can. Did not do 200 damage. Only a potion for that? But yeah, the other option I was thinking of is a series that I have very much been intending to get around to for a while, which is the Shadow Hearts series, which I'd be doing all of that purely on emulator, because that's really the only way to play them nowadays. Well, you can play them on console. I don't have any console capture equipment though. And the big issue with that is more so, hoo boy, those are pricey games. From the New World isn't. I can easily buy From the New World, because that's the one that that's the one after everybody found out that Shadow Hearts was good, and that they should play it, that was in high circulation. But like, Shadow Hearts 1 and Shadow Hearts Covenant are very, very pricey games. Yeah, it's basically like, I'm thinking playing through Shadow Hearts on stream as a potential like non-Final Fantasy filler, like JRPG thing. Because I have been intending of getting around to Shadow Hearts, and the recent Kickstarter for Penny Blood and Armed Fantasia happened. I had to pick because like I said, I'm conceptually a big fan of the Shadow Hearts franchise, but I am a big fan of Wild Arms in the first place. Like, not conceptually, I've played those games and I love them a lot. So I went with Armed Fantasia over Penny Blood, because I did have to make a choice. Everybody's health is pretty good, and I have more than enough potions to carry me through. So, well, I don't think I'm gonna need to. What I should check is, I'm at 16 of 24 chests here. I think this is gonna be a pretty straight shot just to the vampire's room right now. But anyways, about Shadow Hearts and Armed Fantasia and Penny Blood. Like I said, I had to pick between Penny Blood or Shadow Hearts, and I went, well, I had to pick between Armed Fantasia or Penny Blood, and I went with the thing that I know that I like Akifumi Kaneko's writing, and I know that, like, I like the game design of the Wild Arms games a lot, and the setting of them. But Penny Blood is still very intriguing to me, and like I said, it is a reminder that I should play the Shadow Hearts games sometime. It is really, honestly weird to me that there has been no, like, re-release, like, no modern ports of them or modern re-releases of them. It seems like the sort of, like, franchise that somebody who has the rights would be like, hey, let's just do a quick and dirty port, like, to, like, like, to PS4 or whatnot, just so we can capitalize on the fact that this is a cult classic franchise. Admittedly, with the success of the double Kickstarter that happened, I could see that now happening, just entirely based on, oh, there is actually like a good reason to, like, push for this. I could even see that, like, whoever the double Kickstarter was, like, whoever the teams were in contact with for, like, funding the rest of it, because, well, let's be honest, it's fairly obvious that, I went to this room before, right? It's fairly obvious that they were getting additional funding, and they were just doing a proof of interest with the Kickstarter. As most actual Kickstarters kind of are. It's like, we have a backer, we have an actual, like, publisher lined up, but they need us to prove to them that we are worth the money and the amount of money that we make. It isn't just like, well, reaching this much will give us the funding to allow us to implement this feature, and it's more, reaching this amount of funding proves that we are in a higher pay bracket, and reaching these successive amounts of funding is funding in it itself, but it's also proving that we deserve a higher pay bracket as well. Bloodstained was the same way, and, well, hey, Bloodstained was fantastic. Bloodstained was absolutely fantastic game. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, though, I had to pick between Wild Arms and Penny Blood. Well, Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts, and I went with the thing that I know that I already like. Whoa, this range formation. Guess I'll Faraga it down, just to save time, more than anything else. But yeah. But like I said, I have been very much intending to play through all the Shadow Hearts games sometime already, so I might as well use playing them on stream as the excuse. I have heard that maybe Covenant might have some issues with timing stuff. But I've also heard that, like, PCSX2, the PS2 emulator on PC, has only gotten better. So it might have actually fixed that stuff as well. And then there is actually a third option that I realized as I was talking through this. So, to reiterate, if I ever need to take a break from Final Fantasy for whatever reason, either I don't own the next game on PC, or I don't, or I just want to take a break from Final Fantasy and want to stream some other JRPG. So to reiterate, the options that I'm currently looking at are, for future plans, are the Trails in the Sky series, the Shadow Hearts series, or Xenosaga. Because it's actually popped into my head that, oh right, I'm a big fan of Xenoblade. I'm a big fan of Monolith Soft in general. But I'm also somebody who's extremely down on the Xenosaga games. But in a weird way that makes me kind of more interested in playing them. So, yeah, with, like, I am the reason why talking about Shadow Hearts made me think of that is because not just PS2 JRPG, but specifically the whole priciness of it, where it's like, okay, episode 1 and 2, perfectly reasonable in price to get the, like, actual physical copies of. Episode 3, no. Fuck you. Sell your leg. Then maybe you can afford it. With the Earthen Rod, we can now access the rest of the Cavern of Earth. So this is a pretty huge floor. Doesn't seem like it has much in the way of treasure, though. Like rooms that may contain treasure. It's got that one up and to the left. Northwest. Trolls, by the way, I don't know if one has survived long enough. Yeah, they do have the regen that the vampire did. I believe they are specifically weak to fire as well. But yeah, just to continue what I was saying though. So with Xenosaga, they're messy in ways that, like, I know a whole ton about the development of them because of following the development of Xenoblade. And I fucking love Xenoblade. Like, Xenoblade, all four of them, I just really enjoy. And, like, Xenoblade 3 is in that realm of, like, this is flat out one of the best JRPGs in a very long time. And that's not even shade on anything else. That is just full on, no, this game is amazing. Okay, so this is what our monster boxes and fixed encounters are going to be for right now. I should probably not be using Faraga as much, but it clears out encounters really good. But yeah, like I said though, I know a whole lot about the development problems of the Xenosaga games, and in a way that makes me curious to play them. I also know that Xenosaga episode, I know that Xenosaga episode 1 is decidedly in that realm of, like, it's okay for how early of a PS2 JRPG it was. It's in that realm of, like, it's pretty okay for a super early PS2 JRPG. Episode 2, on the other hand, is a unholy, incredibly boring slog of a game. And then episode 3 is where is the one that made them go, you know, fuck it, let's just go crazy. And that game's actually, like, really entertaining in story stuff and whatnot. And also, just a lot of fun as a game. Like, I've actually played some of Xenosaga episode 3, and it's really fun. I really like what it's doing mechanically. But yeah, like I said though, it's like, they're messes, and they're messes that are the predecessor to a franchise that I hold very near and dear. And I am very down on them, specifically too, citing the devs' own statements when I'm down on them. But I'm also down on them in a way that's like, also, I'm pretty interested in actually playing them one of these days. So yeah, like I said, so yeah, those are kind of the lineup for, like, non-Final Fantasy ones. Which, I might as well also mention, I'm weirdly enough not really that interested in playing Xenogears. Maybe one day, but for some reason, just not really that interested right now in it. I guess because I've played the Xenoblade games, and those are Xenoblade games can be summed up with Monolith Soft tricks you into playing Xenogears again. I'm not gonna get into why, because that's spoilers for all of them, but that's basically like the non-spoiler summary of them. I remember before Xenoblade, before I finally got my copy of Xenoblade 3, yeah, like, I'm not actually even far into it, because I still have the endless task of doing all the side content, and then a New Game Plus run in Xenoblade 2. And then getting to Torna. What the hell is this? Where did this encounter walk in from? This is the most... like, this is practically a Chaos Shrine encounter outside of the werewolves. Weird. But yeah, I'm still, like, yet to do Torna as well. So I have forever to do in Xenoblade 2. I'm enjoying it greatly, because I think that game's mechanically super fun. But yeah. Just... like I said, for some reason, like, so I'm not far in Xenoblade 3, and I saw somebody basically just give the, like, simple, no-spoiler summary of Xenoblade 3 is, lol, it's Xenogears again. This is a good thing. It's basically the fact, which, if anything, is more of a statement on Xenogears itself. That, hey, there's so much story in Xenogears, they could make 3 whole games out of it. They just went, if we, just focused on singular elements from the story and just, we could separate them into their whole own games. Which also gets into why Xenogears is an interesting thing, because it's a mess that has so much enthusiasm behind it, that is like, so much enthusiasm towards creating and having all these ideas and wanting to throw all of them in. Because you don't know if your next project will allow you to. Your next project, you might have different ideas and want to do those ideas then instead. Hell, this is a huge encounter. Yeah, this is worth it for Raga. But yeah, like I said though, arguably because I've played the Xenoblade games, maybe that's why I don't want to play Xenosaga. Well, Xenogears. But meanwhile, Xenosaga is its own weird thing that I'm interested in knowing that they aren't good. Outside of 3. 3 is good, flat out. But yeah. So, like I said though, out of like, I should probably like, on my like, I should probably switch out the intending to play thing with like future, like just general future plans that really add to it, honestly, with this stuff. Switch out Final Fantasy, like every individual instance of Final Fantasy, with just mentioning just the franchise of it. Halos, well, I'm almost done that, if anything. But yeah. It's a whole lot of this one encounter. This game wants me to feel pain, but it's not throwing anything particularly painful at me. But yeah, like I was saying though, so for future plans, basically, for other JRPGs that are not Final Fantasy to play through, it's the Trails in the Sky games, the Shadow Hearts series, and Xenosaga series. I don't have anything against the particular monster boxes have been throwing at me, which is kind of like the problem with them right now. Just come on, game, give me something. You're trying, but you're not trying hard enough. Shield. I'm surprised a fighter can equip a staff. against Beast, this is against Spellcasters. I think that, yeah, that Spellcaster boost would still be strong enough in here. So just optimal, optimal. Optimal's gonna switch out the sword, so... Yeah, I don't think... Okay, so I know that there are beasts, I've been fighting them, but I'm pretty sure Pisco Demons count as spellcasters. And I think the boss here is going to count as a spellcaster. Oh god, I have a lot of money. Going for all of these chests and all the encounters I've been getting in, has been a lot. Man, now my mind is stuck on wanting to play other games and kind of deliberating that in my own head. Well, just like future plans though, like not even wanting to play other games. But yeah, admittedly, for the most part though, I kind of got across something about my intents for streaming, which is it's going to be for games that I've always intended to play, and just kind of here is something to force me to sit through it instead of putting it off forever. And that's kind of the intent. So as I come up with more games that I want to do that with, those will get added to future plans. So let's just scout out. There is nothing to go to except for up and to the left. So I actually just need to make a quick trip to the bathroom now that I'm sitting here on the map. So just going to quick break. I will be right back. There we go. Oh, so this floor is barely anything, so I'm just gonna blitz it straight to the end. This floor is designed to make you think that other things could be here and lose track of where you're supposed to go. Purely just other routes just to trip you up. Yeah, after this stream, I'm gonna definitely add some things to games I intend to stream on, like, right below my bio on my page information stuff. I also kind of have ideas for, like, prettying it up that are very basic and very obvious for me as a person who loves Final Fantasy, but it still will be something for an aesthetic. I mainly stream Halo, so obviously I'm gonna go with the Final Fantasy aesthetic. Hell yeah. But anyways, so, hey, an orb! It's weird that you have to wait through the animation for the HP total to update. I'm just gonna make sure that out of the items I picked up, I'm not missing anything like that I should have equipped. But anyways, let's talk to this orb. Oh hey, it's a Lich. So here it is, first of the four fiends, Lich. Kinda has to be the first of the four fiends, like very specifically. So first things first, let's take our time making our selections here. First things first, we're gonna have Riley just physically attack. That's all Riley can do. Lich is a spellcaster. I think I can blitz Lich down in terms of damage, but I'm gonna try and avoid that. But I do forget what spells Lich does. So first of all, this also be a good opportunity to just appreciate the Four Fiends boss music. So, let's do Nullfrost. I think Lich does Blizzard mainly. Lich is undead, so Dia will function, I believe. I forget if Lich can be silenced. Once again, spellcaster. But I'm pretty sure Lich also does have strong physical attacks. So, I'm gonna go with Dira, swinging pretty hard with that. And I believe Lich does not have any elemental weaknesses, so it's just hit Lich with whatever you got. No elemental weaknesses? I don't think any elemental strengths? Okay, of course, Thundara. Pretty strong hit, too. There's 100 to everybody. I did Fokra... Wait, no, I didn't do Fokra. I was thinking of doing Fokra to see if Fokara to lower the evasion. Let's just also apply Null Blaze, because we can stack all of these. Heal up after that too. I'm intentionally holding back. Fyra. Yeah, heal is barely anything, so if I didn't have a buff-focused party, I'd absolutely be focusing just on making sure I have these nulls up. And keep in mind, they only work for one hit. So I'd have to immediately pull it back up. So, once again, I'm avoiding buffing because I do want this fight to go on for a little bit longer, show what it can do. Thankfully, Lich has been not attacking after that initial Thundara. Lich is a fight that is... It can be a bit of a wall, because, yeah, very explicitly, Lich has a lot of damage. Lowering evasion might have increased my amount of hits I can get. I think I'm gonna just start going all in on damage now. Let's start buffing up. I feel I've shown enough. Lich does have good physical defense, I will say that. But yeah, Lich, from what I recall, is very much... Like, this fight actually can be a pretty big threat. The entire issue is more so just that you have to figure out, like, if you know how you can do a lot of damage, Lich stops being a threat. Well, got statuses, a good amount of statuses for stopping us, but not really hitting, like, we have too many different types of damage we can deal. Might as well start doing temper on Rion as well. Yeah. The Pixel Remaster might have made Lich very specifically physically tanky. But there we go. Enough casts of anti-undead magic. Riley didn't get to act, basically, that whole fight, and Riley's one action wasn't that much damage. So really, I didn't have to hold back in terms of buffing. It wouldn't have meant anything if I held back in terms of buffing. Or not, really. But anyways, with that, restored light to the Earth Crystal. And we have fixed one of the crystals. And we get a teleport out. And now, on our menu, we can see the Earth Crystal is glowing. Well, it's lit up. It's brighter. But yeah, like I was saying, even if I did try and buff up and not, like, hold back and avoid buffing, that actually wouldn't have meant anything because Riley didn't get an action that whole fight. Got one right at the start and then was just locked for the rest of it. So, yeah. Turns out, it didn't really matter. The way I was fighting was correct anyways. I was fighting correctly for being down my fighter. Thankfully, thankfully that fight, having a white mage, that fight is like the biggest, like, that fight is basically like solved by having a white mage, it feels. Because Dia and Dira are both very solid damage sources. Once again, it does seem like Lich might have had a defense boost. Was taking notably very little damage even from 4 hits. But yeah. Or the Crystals to Grace. Or the Crystals to Grace. Yeah, that's what everybody's gonna say. Oh, I'm just a farmer. Medamanver. But yeah, we have fixed Melman's problem. And then the things can start to return to normal. It's gonna take a while, but things can start to return to normal. That's the whole key. Things aren't actively getting worse, and things are starting to recover. Let's use some of our money. by Kiraga, by life. Oh, right, fuck. I forgot. Because of how this works, you still want Diaga. Healara is... I think that's actually one of the ones that's like, you really don't need this, maybe, but... So I'm gonna forget Kiraga. I wasted the 4K. But Kiraga goes to Rion. Because there's 2 exclusive spells to the White Mage here. Life could have gone to Rion, but still, spread out my healing slightly is fine. So here's the trickier one. So I have Firaga, Scourge. I want Teleport. And Teleport can't be learned by anybody so far. Teleport will be able to be learned by Ray after a specific event. So Scourge goes to Ray, and Slowra goes to Rion. I'm gonna want to keep both of them open for 1 magic slot anyways. Just for, like, once that event happens. But yeah, we have now properly beaten one of the 4 fiends. We are a quarter of the way to our end goal of restoring all the crystals to their previous grace. Now to figure out what to do next. Where's the next 4 of the 4 fiends? So, well, you see that mountainous range with all the rivers dotting it? The very large, like the largest landmass that we can see in the game, basically. Well, I wouldn't say the largest, but like maybe the largest actually. The one that's not desert, the one to the like, the one that's at the southeast corner, basically. The one that's to the east of Alfheim, right here. That, like I said, is dotted with all of the, that has all of the rivers flowing through it, that it's mainly mountainous. That's where we go next. We could have gone there earlier. In fact, going there would have also given us hints as to further why we need to go there after Lich. Why we need to fight Lich first. But yeah. At the very least, that's our next stop. I could switch to a Coral Sword, but admittedly, everything's going down fast enough anyways that there's pretty much 0 use. Ooh, I get a damage boost against things I'm already one-shotting. It's not even like, well, at least this would guarantee that I kill them in 1 shot. No, it's just about seeing a bigger number, which, you know what? Now that I say bigger number, now I see the appeal. Sword. I'm just wrap around this world. Hell yeah. It's just a guaranteed crit. At least I believe that's what the damage boost versus creature type is. It just means that you get a guaranteed crit. Oh. Stopping me before I can land, just to annoy me at this point. Oh, not a guaranteed crit. It is just damage boost then. Maybe more likely crit? Well, it's just damage boost. Or maybe that, like, it gives you the crit effect if you're above a certain damage threshold, or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember about the mechanics. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Hey, new enemies! Ankegs! Yeah, I don't think I can just... They're not doing much damage, but... auto-attacking them down isn't going fast, so... Let's Firaga. I'm right next to a town anyways. Okay, yeah, they poison. I figured they're bugs and all. They have a lot of health, damn. This wave of just basic attacks should finish them all off, though. Yep. I'm sorry for... Is it the south? It's... I approach from the south. I think. I'm mixing myself up repeatedly. But yeah, switch you back to the Great Axe, which, by the way, yeah, you can change equipment mid-fight. That's a very consistent thing across, like, Final Fantasies, up until I think 7 is where you stop being able to. Maybe even you could still do it in 7, honestly. You can't do it in 8, because the equipment works differently in that one, though. I believe you're able to... Yeah, you're able to do it in 9, though. And 10... 12, yeah. 13 because is a no because equipment works differently. And 15 is kind of all about it, but not in... 15's all about weapon switching, but not switching out equipment mid-fight. Different kind. That actually is a very consistent mechanic in Final Fantasy specifically, thinking about it. There we go, it was the south. Here's Crescent Lake. They have an item store. I'm pretty sure remedies are new to the Pixel Remaster. Really need Cures for Darkness, because that goes away after a fight, but hey. Let's see what armor they have. Okay, the Mithril Mail is worse than the Knight's armor that I got. But I am able to get a Buckler, which is a shield that a non-fighter can equip. And Riley just taking 0 damage. I've decided I will not be hurt. So, hey, level 6 spells. Visra, which, yep, that's... seems pretty helpful. Portera is definitely one I'm going to want to get. Exit is another teleport out of dungeons. It's just the white magic version. And yeah, it's just fully out of the dungeon entirely, instead of just a floor back. And still can't learn it. Man, this is a sad store for Rion. The next one's gonna be pretty sad for Rion too, because unfortunately, Rion can't learn level 6 spells. That'll change, but for right now, yeah. Let's at least get Thundaga. That means that if I want Rion to keep up, though, Rion needs a better sword. Few more points of attack, but for 5 less accuracy. I'd rather have the accuracy, honestly. But I'll go with the axe just because I usually just go with the accuracy. So this is just for doing something different. And yeah, the damage from these is like outside of like fights where The raw numbers is better than the damage increase for the couple of fights that I run into an enemy that I get a damage increase against. Anyways, here's a circle of old guys with beards. This is the guy that was doing all the prophecy stuff in the prologue and whatnot. Cycle of Wrath. Dim light, guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. This guy is giving a little hint as to things happening for the whole grand scope of the game. And basically, here's where you're getting kind of a lot of the actual info and story dump. And that's why we needed to defeat Lich first. That way we could get a canoe to enable us to go to Mount Gulg. Or is it Glug? Yeah, Gulg. And also some neat things that the fiends have very much awoken in 200-year cycles. Well, in like periods of 200 years. That the Fiend of Wind awoke 400 years ago, Fiend of Water awoke 200 years ago. The Fiend of Earth just awoke and was just causing havoc. And because we beat the Fiend of Earth, the Fiend of Fire has awoken early. Fiend of Fire is supposed to awake 200 years from now, and supposed to basically be the final thing that just is everything in flame. Engulfs the world in flame, basically. Okay. Just sleeping out here. But yeah, has awoken early because we beat the Fiend of Earth. Right, I already stocked up on that. I might as well rest at the inn to get the one spell cast that I did back. But you know what? So, obviously, by the way, I just want to make a note of a slight thing. So, because I've noted a couple things that, like, basically anytime you see, like, little head down animation and then raise an arm or whatnot, that was added in the WonderSwan version. That was not there in the original NES. Basically anything that slightly resembles a cutscene was not there in the original NES. They could only really do text. Like, interact with a thing and then text pops up. Maybe delete or, like, spawn a thing after that. So, this circle of sages, I'm fairly certain this is because they wanted to have a longer sequence of dialogue. A longer sequence of dialogue and, like, where, like, you have a big conversation. But instead of but their way of going about that was just having a lot of NPCs that essentially, like, well, thematically it's a group of sages, so that way you have to talk to all of them. But if you talk to them in this order, you're basically going through a single conversation, a very long one, where they're detailing different elements of the plot to you. And they're meant to be done they're meant to be talked to sequentially like that. Because it's like I said, it does read very much like they couldn't really get that one big long lore dump and conversation to happen, so they split it up into all those different parts and pieces. But anyways, so as we were told, we should go to Mount Gulg now that we have the canoe. I'm not going to do that. I'd say, screw that. For good reason. I'm going to be doing something much riskier. Because as soon as you get the canoe, is actually when the game opens up massively. because now you don't have to really pay attention to the order of things. So we can, first things first, go fight, we can go into Mount Gulg, and we can go and fight the Fiend of Fire. So, probably we'll have a hard time telling on stream especially, but you see that little, like, circular bit to the, like, slightly to the north and to the east of here, well, to the west of here? That circular bit that's got a thing dotted in the center, that is where Mount Gulg is. But you might notice to the north of that, there's a little grassy area, like just purely horizontal bit of like plains tiles, lighter grass tiles. That is where I want to go. I'm going to first try and see if I can navigate my way through there. Because now that we have a canoe, we can go through rivers. Oh hey, Neochus. Yeah, the Ochu enemy type started with FF1. I don't know why that's specifically a thing of note to me, but for some reason, that's a thing of note to me. It's the idea that, like, oh yeah, this iconic Final Fantasy franchise enemy type, the Ochu, actually started with the first game. Also, yeah, you can see, even for characters that are not in, like, your group, who can equip what. So, I'm going to be citing this map regularly, entirely because this is a bit of a maze intentionally. It's made to be easy to get lost in. Okay, so here, I'm going to want to cast Thundara. Because this is a large group that, yeah, those crocodiles do a lot of damage, and so do the Hydras. And Rion has no health! If they hit Riley, no damage happens, but... one more Thundara will solve things. Well, I was expecting the Thundara to go off faster, because Ray usually is the first to act, but okay. Yeah, that's a lot of dead ends in this river journey that we're going on. I believe Neochus here and Ochus in general are weak to fire, I think. Oh god. Like, yeah, this area is basically like where the game actually does kind of step up in difficulty quite a bit. The difficulty of the Earthen Cave, Earth Dungeon, was basically that it was very long and it was very winding, and it's very easy to just drain your health regularly as you try to progress through it. It was very much something that is encouraging you to take many, many trips because it is trying to deplete your resources over a slow drain. Now I can preemptive it. This is a preemptive attack, so I can just auto attack it down. Okay, maybe. If it wants to prove me otherwise. So here's Mount Gulg. I don't know why I'm stepping in here so quickly. So, hey, these tiles, obviously fire. I'm just gonna quickly check if there's any treasure chests in this room. Yeah, they're damage tiles. Not much, but it's still damage. It's 1 per step. So this is the entire reason why I'm in here, is because of this one room here. But also, Pyrolisks can just... they're dangerous. They can just kill you. I don't have any Phoenix Downs. I do have 5 casts of life. It's still just a revive with 1 health. But hey. I'm going to be spreading out... well, right, I have a shitload of... nope. Sort items. Might as well make my inventory not a mess. So I'm in this room entirely because I'm here just to get the items here and then leave. Because the items here will be very helpful for what I want to do next. As you may guess, this is the fire dungeon. It's going to be a lot of things weak to ice. We're going to be encountering fire elementals here instead of earth elementals. So there's Temper and Blizzara. I think elementals are not really usually weak to elements. I think they're usually resistant to magic, basically. Oh no, they're weak to Blizzard, definitely. I was just thinking of the Earth Elementals, then. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of monster chests. But a Blizzara will shut down most of this encounter. And then I can just physically attack it down for the rest of its health. Not what I want, but... eh. Oh hey, this encounter! With one more Hyaenodon. Well no, two more. I guess it's theoretically more dangerous. Let's cast fire in the fire cave. In the volcano. That was actually pretty threatening. Yeah, potions are fantastic in this game because of the whole resource drain aspect of it. I say they're fantastic, but that's just like, you buy 99 of them and this is your out of healing fight. You're out of fight healing. Big kitty still snoozing. Just getting up every now and then and getting comfy again. Rolling around. Like he's a good kid. Yeah, I have to go through this little bit of a winding path here. These guys were from the Marsh Cave. The kid gets pets. With love and affection. Oop. Oh hey, 4 ank eggs. So, yeah, I'll Firaga them down. Might as well talk also a little bit about other stream stuff while I'm just doing encounters. So I was talking about like future plans for like JRPG stuff. Well, obviously I'm very quickly running out of Halo to stream. Partially because I'm running out of Halo that I own. Halo that my computer can run. So like, for example, I do intend on playing through all of Infinite, even with the problems that it's been having. I don't know anything really specific about them, but I do intend on playing through all of Halo. Even if I am more down on 343's Halo, I still intend on playing it. But like, I'm running out of Halo that I can play. Ooh, a great sword. Great sword. So it is less damage than the Mithril sword, but it is specifically good against giants. But yeah, like I said, I am kind of running out of Halo. And my intent for streaming Halo isn't that, like, I'm only going to stream Halo and Halo is going to be my focus forever. It's more just that it's a franchise I love and there's a lot of it that I want to stream through in order, because beating one just makes me want to get to the next. Kind of the nature of the Master Chief Collection. But, so like, for like future plans for that, I do already have plans for other shooters, because that's specifically what more I'm thinking Mondays are. Mondays are shooter days. So basically, like, as far as my schedule goes, it's like, I have, like, out of the 4 days I currently have, I have day for shooters, day for whatever, day for JRPGs, day for Phantasy Star. That's a good thing that I'm not actually, like, committing to going through this place right now. This trip right now is perfectly feasible as long as I spend all of my MP. But yeah, I am, like, I do have other shooters that I want to play once I'm through Halo. And I'll be, admittedly, like, I'll never be truly through Halo. They'll obviously have stuff that I'll every now and then want to return to it for. A lot of treasure chests. Okay. Let's Thundaga them down, so I can spread out my MP use a bit. Yeah, like, for example, I plan on playing, like, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal sometime on stream. Because I absolutely adore those games. They're some of my favorite. They're right next to Halo in terms of favorite FPSs of all time. And also I plan on playing through Half-Life and Half-Life 2 and Black Mesa. Stuff like that. Because those are also, like, FPSs that I love quite a lot. Eye potion, tent, a lot of money. Hey, monster test, finally. Oh, lava worm, something different. Probably gonna be weak to ice. So hopefully this blizzard, yep, that blizzard did very good chunk of damage. Gil, another monster chest. Yep, so just repeat what I did last time. But yeah, with just basically, I have a lot of shooters that I'm planning on placing in the Monday slot once Halo's done. And I also have, like, a lot of potential other ideas for, like, if I run out of other shooters. So there, that's everything from the first floor. So it's a decent chunk of change. I didn't really get any equipment that is really notable. Alright, I wanted to Thundaga them down. Oh. I accidentally lingered on the auto battle for too long. Yeah, I'm admittedly also not really, like, limiting myself to just shooters for if I ever want to do anything else. Monday just right now is just the, like, shooter category. And I have a lot of other shooters that I would like to play as well on stream. Let's use one of those casts of life. And we did at the very least get a Phoenix down, which is nice to have. It is one of the newer additions. I forget if it's new for the Pixel Remaster or new for Wonder Swan. Might have been the GBA one. But then again, the GBA one counts so differently. Basically a complete different game in terms of how stats work. At this point, we'd have well over 2,000 health, basically. And it'd somehow be easy. Like every enemy would have like 10 times the health it currently has. But it'd also be easier anyways, because we'd be doing so much more damage. So, well, now time to head back to town. Well, actually, no, I can just sleeping bag or tent right outside the dungeon. Those crits actually are pretty chunky against Riley. I mean, they can't damage Riley without the crits, but still. The fact that the crits did. Yeah. So we want to head to that little cave to the left. And we'll just use a sleeping bag or tent just to get back our MP. There we go. The tiny man. Tiny, nondescript person. Rowing a boat. Yeah, that white croc can just do damage anyways. It just does not give a shit. Oh yeah, with preemptive, I'll be able to just auto-battle this down. Like that. Oh. Wait a second. Okay, so I have to approach it from a... I might as well rest at the inn then, because I have to approach it from a different dock anyways. The rivers are not connected. Yeah, there's a very good reason why I don't want to go for the Fiend of Fire first, and part of that is challenge. Okay, yeah, that did not get rid of the poison. Kinda thought it wouldn't. Should it be Rion or Ryan? A really fucked up version of Ryan. He doesn't think anything right now, he's sleeping. So I don't actually need to dock, by the way. I can just leave the boat on by going onto my canoe directly. Yeah, I'll use a Thundaga here. That White Crocod's that much of a threat to me. And I have more than enough casts of it. I believe it's this way. Oh hey, an Ochu. So they're not weak to fire. Good to know. I was wrong about that. But here we are. Just sleeping bag out here. Worth mentioning, in the original release, sleeping bags, tents, and the like were the only way you could save, like, on the world map. So here's the Cavern of Ice. This place is technically for after you're supposed to do Mount Gulg. Admittedly a pretty good level, though. Pretty solid in terms of the level that I'm at. Though I say that, but like, I remember that like one of the biggest issues isn't so much just resource drain. Partially resource drain. But more that recovering from specific calamities happening to you. But yeah, like I said, this is technically supposed to be for after Mount Gulg. But you can do it right away, because you have the canoe, and that's the only requirement to get here. Yeah, this is just walk along to south. Yeah, I'll just auto-attack this down. I'll auto-attack this down and pet my cat. Start to look at me with the look of, what are you doing? Sleeping. Yeah, so far the Cavern of Ice hasn't really shown its teeth. This isn't really it showing its teeth either. It is a distinctly more threatening thing because we can't just Dia it down, but yeah. Or access to Fyra, just, and Fyraga, for that matter. It's gonna help with that. So, cracked floors. There's a thing in the middle that we want to get to, but there's obviously cracked floors surrounding it, so we're gonna have to find a way around it. Hey! It's the thing that is the problem. Here's what gives us here's what'll likely be the reason we may lose a lot of resources. And then I kill it in one shot. And a flame sword. Flame sword will be a notable upgrade. Might as well give it to Rion. Spread out my damage sources a bit. And fall down. So hey, forced encounter. Okay, this is good. So this is part of the thing, is forced encounters with these large groups of enemies that their normal attack can stun you. Like, they can very much, there's enough of them that they could theoretically stun lock you to death, if you're unlucky. But at the very least, I got a preemptive out of it. And I do still have enough MP to just Dia it down from that preemptive. I'm definitely starting to feel hurt, though, in terms of, like, the resource drain aspect of the dungeon. That partially comes from it being me doing this earlier. Okay, so these tiles are damage tiles. Both ice and fire have damage tiles. Yeah, these specters are still capable of doing okay damage. But yeah, the big deal is just, it's the paralysis. It'll prevent you from taking actions and prevent you from, and sometimes lock you down. Monster chest, here we go. 2 white dragons. There we go, Ice Storm. Yep, that's the big deal. That's what getting to an encounter with 2 white dragons that do Ice Storm twice will drain your health very fast. You can take them down very fast, but that still was like 200 damage to everyone right off the start. And we got Ice Armor, which it's the same as the Knight's Armor, but it's just it has defense against fire, which is very helpful for when we want to do Mount Gold. Throw gloves again. Remora has. That preemptive just solved it for me. Also, the very slight question of where am I going? There's a door at the bottom. That's probably another treasure chest or 2. But just, yeah, there's enough. Like, there's the encounters that, like, we'll just do like 100 or 200 damage to the entire party, forcing you to heal up quite a bit. And then there's the encounters that may stun lock you. Admittedly, I'm not doing this too far out of the way in terms of like when I can. It is literally the next dungeon after Mount Gold. So it's not like it's too out of line. The thing that I do after this, the reason why I'm doing this, now that's going to be out of, like, too far out of line. Go see what's in these treasure chests. Probably more pain, but hopefully something is something, you know, nice as well. Because this place does also have good gear in it. I'll just, well, I guess never mind. I'll just attack everything down. I didn't recognize when the auto battle was done. A lot of gil. Monster box. This is easy. This is just a Pyra, and it'll take them all down. Hey, nice shield. And a lot of gil. Another monster box. Yeah, these could be dragons, I think. Also worth mentioning, that one forced encounter that we had. Those are supposed to be... The Pixel Remaster is a little easier on that front, because those are supposed to be at the entrance of all of these, like this spot right here. So entering and exiting a room to get treasure will force an encounter on you. Oh hey, Dark Wizards. These are the actual biggest threat here, if I remember correctly. Well, that wasn't much damage, but it was still an all-targeting thing. So never mind. They might be the biggest threat here, depending on what spell they know, like if they know a specific spell. Nope, that's not it. This is going way easier than when I did this on the NES. I am out of potions, though. So, we're gonna be going, yep, from here, getting an, well, that's changed because that's an ether, and ethers are new. Okay, it didn't do Ice Storm. Saved us from the resource drain that it can do. There's a shitload of money in here too. That's the other thing. Like, going through this area, doing it early has a lot of benefits. Just even if you're not going for the additional thing that you can do afterwards, that is also doing things very early. So there's stairs up that I can go to, or I can go in here. And avoid that one crack. Sleeping bag, or kill, and a nice shield. Take that crack, though. Was that correct? Yes, it was. Now, I can get into a fight against an Evil Eye. So Evil Eye here isn't too big of a deal, especially because I can temper and haste up. I remember that in the NES version, this actually, like, because this is a forced encounter on a tile, yeah, it just dies instantly. Because it was forced encounter on a tile, instead of when you interact with the Levystone, I'm gonna have to come back here for that exact single treasure chest, aren't I? because I forgot that I could walk around the other, the long way. Welcome to the other aspect of how long this takes. Why it's such a resource strain. Because time to do it all over again. But yeah, because of the forced encounter nature of that tile, that evil eye is fast enough to kill by itself that it is that it was like one of the best grinding spots for the entire game. You just step on and off the tile repeatedly, and you just get into a fight that you can pretty much easily one-shot. So yeah, this is why... Yeah, there we go. This is a very dangerous encounter all of a sudden. I'm just about dead. It's fun. Wait, you have Kiraga. Hilara. So yeah, this is one of the most dangerous encounters, if they cast Thundaga then. Right. I'm not going to want to cast Life yet. I'm going to want to do that out of the fight. And Scourge, right, yeah, because they also know instant death versus all targets. So yeah, this is the most dangerous encounter. I was right. They just didn't show it the first time. Yeah, silence. Let's try and shut them up, prevent them from killing us instantly. Yeah, on my way out, game was determined to show, no, the Ice Cave still has its fangs. I really was just getting lucky this time. So I have 2 casts of life left at the very least, or 2 casts of Hilara. Probably not gonna use it for Diaga. There we go. Ooh boy. I'm gonna Thundaga this down. Come on, Ray. There we go. Every time Ray does not get their action, I panic a little more that I'm about to die. Now, just... Oh, this one's easy. And we're back out. Thankfully, that last, like, staircase is just, it just leaves. Imagine if you took that without going into that room first, though. And realizing you have to do everything all over again, and then having to do everything all over again afterwards again. Ice Cave is mean. But, so I'm not gonna go back yet for that one chest I missed. I will, but not yet. One thing I need to do first. Well, a group of things I need to do first. A sequence. I need to make sure I can just cast exit and get out of there. Let's get out of my way. Please. you. Seems like that Ochu was weak to lightning. You know, why am I trying to just auto-battle this group down? It worked out, but... Right. I've already committed to it. Anyways, back to our boat. Seriously? There's some level of, like, getting into these low-level encounters on the boat is just like, come on, man. You throwing your life away like that? Yeah, might as well head back to Crescent Island just to see if anybody updated, like, because of me getting the Levy Stone. If anybody knows anything about that. Or if because I'm doing this technically out of sequence, that nobody can update me yet. And that I just have to use foreknowledge to do what I'm doing. Oh, right, I can just walk across the river. I can ford the river now. I have a lot of money. Dear God, I have a lot of money. Let's just see if anybody has a clue what to do with the Levy Stone. Nope, doesn't look like it. It might be back in Melmond, in which case I'm not going back to Melmond. Or is it this guy? Nope, definitely not him. Wait, what was that? Oh. I thought she was saying that, like, whenever he is home, he just stays in the inn instead. Oh, right, I need to buy items anyways. Might as well do that while I'm here. Oh, look at that. I have so much money. I can do this. If I really want to, I'll just go with the potions and high potions. I feel the ethers would actually be like, okay, that's a bit much. Because then I could just have infinite NP. Lump of cat. So, gonna. Oh, as soon as he's Sahagin, stop bothering me.
Oh, hello, Hector. Are you staring? Oh, you're sleepy-eyed staring.
Oh, why'd you wake me? So gonna park the boat like that, so I can get off the canoe, and then walk in here. Just walk into the desert with a Levy Stone. get a cutscene, which was not the case in the Famicom original, or the NES original, really. In the NES original, you had to walk around the desert and just use the Levistone and hopefully find the correct tile that the airship was under. With that, we got the airship. Yeah, it was literally just, like, you don't step, it wasn't first time to step in it, it was, you have to walk to basically right here, or it might have been some other place, but just walks, there was one tile in this desert that you have to use the Levistone on. But hey, look what we now have. Appreciate this for a second. By this, I mean the music. And also, I'm just quickly going to... There it is. Guides, because I want to check the input for this. Oh, I could do this once I got the ship anyways. So I guess I'm going back to the ship. For some reason I thought it was the airship. I'm just gonna disembark there. There we go. Hey! This is still here. They kept it. Just 15 puzzle. I believe it's a slider. And we have to organize them 1 through 15. Yeah, that's it. And they light up red when they're in the correct spot. But yeah, if you wanted to play a slider puzzle on demand, still has you covered. I hate that it tells me when it's correctly placed, because that makes me not want to interact with it anymore. Shuffle these around. I have to fit in 4 in there too. Yeah, I decided this is what I'm doing now. I have to show off the reward. Yeah, this was just a thing that you could do in the original as well, because why not? They programmed it. Why not? Why would they program it? Who knows? Why would they include it? Who knows? But they did. Well, they included it, like I said, because they programmed it, so... Okay, I'm gonna have to spin this around like this. And I'm gonna have to... I forget a lot of the rules about how you're supposed to do slider puzzles. I've never learned any of the rules. That's actually more appropriate. Remember, there's like just a lot of like cycling around and trying to get them to be cycled in a specific order. You look at things in terms of, like, here's a specific set that you spin around to, and then you spin, like you look at things in terms of, like, sets of 4 that you're trying to rotate around or something like that. I'm just kind of pressing things. I'll get there eventually. Maybe. Like, okay, so... in order to get 3 in there... Okay, that gets 3 in there. But I have to get them in reverse order from each other, so I have to get 4 here and 3 here. Like that, effectively. No, but I have to get them next to each other. Wait, if I do... No, that's incorrect. I have to get... If I do that, then I could bring that down. And then push that up. But I can't... Never mind. Devious. This completely optional slider puzzle. Gonna keep pressing these until they line up about correct, maybe. There we go. That mean that if I do that, though, I'm back into the same space that I was before. So I can't do it like that. Now I gotta get one of those upper ones out of there. Like that. There. I act like I solved everything. Everything makes sense now. As if I don't have other rows to finish. I'm just pressing buttons at this point. I'm just going wild. I'm not letting my brain think. I'm just running purely on instinct at this point. Just like, yeah, this seems right. Press this here and here. I do this and this. I'm letting my brain... letting pure instinct solve a slider puzzle. So if I do that, then... Aha! I really don't know how I'm doing this. This is how every slider puzzle eventually ends up going for me. I just start pressing buttons that seem about correct. I just go here and then here, and if I do this, this should work, and then I move this here. I don't know what I'm doing. I have zero clue. Somehow my thumbs know better than my brain. Oh, actually, almost solved it all. Huh. Hey. Aha! How did I do that? I don't know. I have zero clue. I just, like I said, I shut off my brain and let my thumbs do the work. No. So there is no reward. In the original NES version, I believe you actually, for completing that, you did get money. They should pay you to do that. But anyways, we have an airship now. Nice Mode 7 effect added in. Looks nice. So, let's first of all do a tiny bit of grabbing things that... Hey, we got an achievement for doing that. Yeah. My main strategy for slider puzzles. Just stop thinking, let my thumbs do everything. They'll figure it out. My brain won't. Yeah, time to just head into some previous areas that had doors that were locked off from us. Petting my cat, and he's just getting that look of, wait a second. Wait, what are you doing? Huh? Where he doesn't really know if he wants to swing at me or not. And he just seems almost confused by the fact that I'm petting him, but doesn't know if he should swing. Adorable little guy. Adorable big man. He's a rather large cat. I wonder if that green slime will still have enough defense. Oh, it does. But I have enough hits that I don't care. And a crit. Why not? First room. This room required a key. Required the Mystic Key. Forced encounter tile. More Pisco Demons, which they're just pretty weak encounter anyways at this point. And a monster in a box. You thought you just were done with the Pisco Demons. Auto battle will be at the animation speed up at this point. And I'd want to do the same thing next turn anyways. Silver Armlet. Should be what I already have equipped. I might as well. Oh. Another monster box. More Pisco Demons, so whatever. Okay, I guess. If you think this is a threat game. For an antidote. Wait, before I go into the last one. Okay, so there's one room which is a trick room. It was sealed off, but it doesn't have anything in it. It might have a forced encounter in it. But I'm gonna still walk in. I'm gonna fall for the trap, just to show off. Just to show off what's behind it. I know there's a trap here, but I might as well see what kind of trap they put here. Will it cut off my legs? Will it be a spike pit? Maybe it'll poison me. Yeah, nothing. Wasn't a forced encounter tile. This game, Pixel Remaster, does not have forced encounter tiles. Yeah, nothing. It might have been a forced encounter tile in the original. And come on. And you ambush me to make it even take more time? Come on. Jeez. Rude. And here's the last one. Monster box. With more Pisco Demons. The Pisco Demons are so beneath me, I surprised them by opening the box. So they popped out and were like, oh shit! And just a bit of gil. Overall, this trip was not worth it. A lot of stuff that, like, Silver Armlet, if I somehow decided not to buy one... Well, okay. Thinking about it, right, this was for when I got the Mystic Key, so it would have been after doing the stuff. Like, after... So basically, It would have been very shortly after this, so that silver armlet actually would have been incredibly worthwhile. The money as well. So the additional trip to the Marsh Cave would have been worth it as soon as I got the key. But because I took so long, Admittedly, my mind right now is more on, what should I eat after this stream? I should make myself something to eat after this. I'm going to. I'm hungry. I should have eaten before this. Well, I did. I had a sandwich. Like, did I make myself some pierogies? I don't know if my sour cream's still good, but it might be, because my fridge is very cold, and sour cream hasn't been open in forever. Technically supposed to be a week expired, though. And oh hey, here's another place that we forgot to grab the Mystic Key stuff from. Here's another place where I have to figure out how to get to there. Probably be just taking the very long way around. With no encounters, of course. Which is nice. Oh, monster box! Just really, at this point, you know, just fuck off. Get out of here. A falchion. Another monster box. Some mummies. Ooh boy. Well, I have noticed the Dia has gone up in damage. So, it does seem like they have made it so... Oh, steel gloves. They have made it so magic does scale slightly off of the caster. The caster's own stats and whatnot. That's very nice, because that wasn't the case in the original release. So they did... It's not much, but they did enough to make it so, like, magic can scale slightly. And a power staff. The power staff is actually pretty decent. Staff with good attack power. Yep. Falchion would have been nicer to have earlier. All right, I have two ice shields that I haven't equipped. They're better than a mithril shield. And yeah, and they also provide additional defense against fire. The power staff might be an item that I can use in a fight. That'll cast a spell. Whoa, a cat going for my toes. He saw one exposed. Just swung at me. Okay, so let's just see. Chaos Shrine has more. Voice Cave has nothing. Revoca has nothing. Elven Castle has nothing. I'm pretty sure I know what that item is, and I'm not going to be able to get it for a long time. I'm just making sure I've, like, scoped out everything. Yeah, I missed the one thing from Cavern Vice, but okay. So anyways, let's head to the north. Because there's those two continents to the north. There's this big desert, and this tower here. We're obviously going to have to do something with that. So there's this little castle here. And there's these holes that we can go to. Go into some of them. Dragon caves. Oh hey, mention a Bahamut. And also these dragons are friendly. Citadel Trials, we have to get a token of courage from within. Yeah, that's just what the dragon caves are. They're just places where friendly dragons are. because it was still sort of following D&D rules for dragons. So these would be like chromatic versus metallic dragons. And chromatic, we know metallic were the nice ones in D&D. And yeah, Bahamut, King of Dragons because of D&D, but now more known for Final Fantasy. So hey, so he will give us strength if we can bring him something from, if we can give him a token of our courage, which, as the other dragons have mentioned, can be found in the Citadel Trials to the northeast of here, which, well, we just saw Citadel to the northeast of here on our way here. So, I'm out of MP. I should just tent after, like, before heading into the Citadel. I actually don't need to tent before heading to the Citadel for a specific reason, but we'll get there soon. Thankfully, flying around an airship doesn't provoke poison damage. Dragon caves, by the way, do have some treasure in them, so it's worth going around. A dry ether is nice. That's just an ether, but more so. How much is it per... It's 5 MP per magic level, so... Well, it's 5 MP for a magic level. That's wildly good. I would very much imagine we can not buy that one in stores. Right. You'd have to walk just a small amount. Getting more backstory for the world. Just, yeah, establishing that these are friendly dragons. I might as well mention that, like, Bahamut looking like Bahamut is a Wonderswan thing. They didn't have the design that early. He was just a different colored dragon. Yeah, a lot of money. And an X potion. That is also new for this release. It's just a full heal. Finally. These aren't dragons, these are worms. There's a difference. These ones do like senseless killing. So yeah, here's the Citadel Trials. We have to find a spot. Oh god, we're gonna have to sail all the way here, aren't we? No. This is very specifically, meticulously planned out for the spaces here. That you cannot land. If you want to go by a airship, you have to park far away. If you want to go by boat, you can just stop off at the river, though. There's no airship parking anywhere nearby. Well, guess we have to park by boat. Look behind me, you see my kitty just munching his food. Because he's adorable. I am kind of glad that my cat likes to pop up whenever I'm streaming. He decided that he needs to be part of my stream brand. My identity on the internet needs to involve him. Oh man, I just realized I forgot to pick up eggnog today. I'm just thinking about things to like eat after stream, and it's like, oh, I could go for, you know, a glass of eggnog. Oh, right, I'm out. And there. And I don't need the MP, but I might as well have it. So there's a specific reason why I don't need the MP. Oh. Whole big room with a whole lot of nothing going on. By the way, you do explicitly require the crown. For some reason, you require the crown. If you can cheat the game to not have the crown in your inventory and get here, you will be denied access. No treasure in that. So this place is actually this is a teleporter maze, first of all. And this place is generally very much out of our level range. I'll see if I can... okay, good. Medusas go down quickly. They're pretty weak, but that's probably because they'll petrify me, which is chance of instant death, basically. This requires a gold needle to fix. Yeah, teleporter maze. I say maze, but when you get one wrong, it just resets you back. Rakshasas, I'm pretty sure I want to flee these guys. Oh no. Not too bad. But I generally do want to be fleeing a lot of these. There is a lot of stuff that just can end me. So far gotten this correct. Oh, that was an incorrect one. Getting it wrong is just, it wastes your time and forces you to take more steps, forcing you to get into more encounters. Forcing you to lose more resources. So, Minotaur zombies. Not the threat that I was expecting them to be. I saw the name pop up and I was like, oh, these must be a threat. No. Okay. Nice meeting you. Goodbye. Like, they're not even doing that much damage anyways. Like, even to my white mage of all things. My damage is good enough. I admittedly might just flat out be over-leveled. By the way, this is actually technically completely optional what I'm doing right now. You don't actually need to complete the Citadel of Trials and get the reward from it. Period. Like, you do need the Levy Stone, because that accesses, like, later areas, but This just flat out right now is not required. It's incredibly helpful though. Just a potion. I'll just take each of these. You never know. One of them might lead to a side path. Oh, reset me back this far. As long as it's a preemptive strike against Medusas, then I'm perfectly fine. Otherwise, I might want to contemplate running. Oh, that set me back. Oh, that set me back. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have auto-battled that, but, Right now it's down. Yeah, this is part of the danger of this place. Whoa, but right analog stick going crazy. He's hitting the pillow that I'm using, that I'm placing under my right arm. I have a pillow propped up to keep me propped up. Make sure I don't slouch and slump. This might be dangerous. They're not undead. Oh, they poison. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the farthest one from here. Gonna walk all this distance, get into these encounters, and then find out, oh no, it was one of the middle two. That was incorrect. So it wasn't the farthest one, it was one of the middle two. Cat has walked back to me. Alright, dragon zombies. These guys actually might be a decent threat, but Diago will probably take them down in one shot. Oh, no. I did, of course, have to block the one attack they did. So I don't know how much of a threat they actually are. Go with this one. Oh, no, that wasn't it. So it's the third one. I have so much money. Oh god. Oh hey, sleep. Then fire. Oh hey, Kiraja. Kiraja is just a full heal. Well, it's 9999. Well, 999. So, for enemies, it's not a full heal, because they can have over 1,000 health, but... I think. I'm fairly certain they can. Dragon zombies might know some spells that would be particularly threatening. Here. There we go. Well. Time to just see who can act after this. Okay, everybody. That's good. Not just Diara, because I have more Diaras than Dias. Animation looks like she's flipping him off. I cast Turn Undead. Fuck you. Forced encounter. Think nightmares might be a pretty big threat. Oh, snort, yeah, definitely. I forget what snort is, but I remember snort being a pain. I healed everyone, fuck you! I think snort might just full-on be, like, instant death. Healing staff. That is a very, very good thing in this game. So you might be thinking it'll be like the other Final Fantasies. It just casts heal when used. It is not a, like, this changes your basic attack to, like, casting heal. It is just, you use it as from your inventory and cast heal. It does mean that, like, especially in the original NES, where, like, it is much more obnoxious to get healing items, like, for, like, more, like, minor amounts of healing, for, like, topping yourself off and whatnot. That basically means that you can have somebody dedicated to just kind of using that once every fight. Steel gloves, ice brand, ruby armlet. Ruby armlet is a pretty big upgrade. Ice brand is a very good upgrade. Well, actually... Ugh. Oh, that's a lot of Medusa. Let's just Thundaga them all down. Clay Golems might be a bit of a threat. Yeah, that's a decent chunk of damage. Even okay on Riley. So it was good that I regained my magic for this, at least. That I tended before going in. Seems like they're weak to fire. Take the Clay Golem. Oh no, just a crit probably. That made that damage notable. Gauntlets. So those are also a pretty notable thing. Casthandara when used. I believe they were called Thor's Gauntlets in the original release. We obtain a rat's tail. And forced encounter against 2 dragon zombies. This was actually pretty reasonable to go through. Though admittedly, I will say, I usually have an easier time with this, even in the NES version, than I do with the Ice Caves. And there, that was the Citadel Trials. Now I go back to Bahamut. Well, first go to where we take the bus back to where we parked our airship. That way we can then take the airship back to Bahamut. Come on, Ray. Act quickly. Make this go as little. Make this take up less time. Of course, Ray acts last. Yeah, we have to land on there with a airship. Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, for food, I'm thinking like pierogies. If my to continue a topic I abandoned like what, hours ago? I don't know. I'm thinking to make myself something to eat after this. Like maybe pierogies. I'll see if my sour cream's any good. Though pierogies with just, you know, salt, butter, and pepper, they're okay. They really could use the sour cream though. I could make myself some craft dinner, though I did have some last night, but I still have an absolute shitload of that. I could make myself some fries. I have some shoestring fries. Those are really good and get made incredibly quickly. Thinking through my options here. This does remind me, I should pick up some stuff to make some spaghetti sauce soon. I really love spaghetti. Oh, now go talk to Bahamut again. I believe was this hole? Figure out which dragon hole to go in. So here's a cute little thing about the Pixel Remaster specifically, compared to every other release. The class change They actually do try and aim to keep the looks more closer to the original NES class change sprites. Especially in the scale of them. They're notably meant to look taller. Compared to the other ones where they're generally following the, like, consistent look. They keep the proportions the same with class change sprites. Yeah. Robin suddenly is now a redhead, I guess. Robin wasn't before, but they are now. Yeah. Now we have a class change. You don't, like I said, you don't technically need to get your do the class change stuff. It is purely optional. It is just, you start to get locked out of more and more if you don't. I usually see people recommend it, like, after, like, right before after doing everything before the water crystal, but not immediately after the fire crystal. But yeah, you can do it as early as you get the canoe. You can start the like sequence as early as you get the canoe, because you can go and get the levy stone, then get the airship, then you go to the Citadel Trials. You can do the Citadel Trials actually before the ice caves. That's actually the thing that I should have done, because that would have given me a lot of stuff that would have made the ice caves easier as well. But yeah. Anyways, now that I have class changed, and I have all this money, let's go buy some more spells. Go with a better overworld sprite here. Hello. In the dark abyss above the crescent, to the north, beyond the smoldering mountain, the Levystone Sleeve. Something awaits you there. Thank you for telling me this. So, okay, let's just see. I might as well, well, confuse. Nobody knows that, so. And what were the white magic options? Because I want to make sure that I'm not locking myself out of anything. Right. Didn't have you learn fear, but okay. I'll just double up on haste then. Well, you know what? I'll double up on Blizzara. It's not like I need to cast haste that many times. Yeah, like I said, they keep the... Like, they aim to keep the original NES, like, class change designs. It's very cute that they did that. Because it's the only re-release that does. All the others go with the, like, the consistent sprite style. And next would be Melmond. Right, first things first, actually, black magic, because there were the spells that we outright could not learn. We now can learn teleport. Hooray! Yeah. And I'll double up on Slowra, I guess. I'll throw away Slowra if I see anything better in white magic. Yeah, I'll double up. I'll double up on life. Now back to Crescent Island for the spells that they have, because that's where, so a red mage can't learn level 6 spells, but a red wizard can. I think. I'm fairly certain that I'm remembering this correctly. Hooray! So, let's get Proterra. Get Exit. And Stona, because nobody else can learn it. And Viscera. Let's get Death. Get Quake. I'm without a spell. This is instant kill. This is instant kill. And this is just paralysis, but whatever. Thundaga's better on Ray. Like, but I still, it's that feeling of like, well, there's a spell I don't have. I'm gonna check it if there's an achievement for getting all spells. Oh no, it doesn't look like there is. Okay. There are runs where that is flat out impossible anyways. Wait. Viscera, congrats, you have your one level 6 spell. I guess you'll get Thundaga as well. You have group damage now. Enjoy. And you also will have Exit as well. So I now can leave dungeons with the cast of a spell. So time to go get that one chest I missed. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be jack or like and shit. But it's about the principle of it. Ice Storm, kind of threatening still. Thankfully, using an Ice Sword against the Ice Dragons doesn't actually cause them to heal. I don't think there is Absorb in this game. Like, absorbing elements. Like, there's resisting, but, like, I also think that, like, generally things don't resist, like, if a weapon is doing an element. Once again, I don't remember the damage formulas for a lot of this stuff. Yeah, this place is still actually pretty threatening. So by the way, by class changing, it actually is better to class change earlier than later, because it changes your growth rate. You do gain, like, better stats from leveling as the change class, so ideally you do want to class change as early as possible. It's just that it can be hard to do so because of the challenge of getting through the Cavern of Ice and through the Citadel trials. Hooray, I have multiple characters that can cast Thundaga. It wasn't that much, but it was worth it still. It still cleared out a bunch of them. I shouldn't have auto-attacked, I should have just Diara'd. Or Diaga. But whatever, I'm committing. Oh yeah, monster chest. 4 Dark Wizards! Oh, fuck! Right, this is, yeah, silence. Quake! Just instant kill all of them. So I might as well mention, the whole thing behind slow in this game is it's the opposite of haste. It decreases the amount of hits that you swing in for. Yes. It didn't work because it's an instant death. And instant death, of course, not the greatest likelihood of happening. Low accuracy. I got clothes! So yeah, it's a hard fight that exists entirely to punish you for checking it. But we don't have to actually walk all the way out, so exit. Time to go rested and in because of that brief trip in there. So before I head off, I do have a couple of things I want to check. So first of all, I do want to mention this little bit here, referred to as the Peninsula of Power. Gonna try and see if I can get into an encounter here. There's a reason for this. It's because it is encounters from that little, from the continent right above us. Basically, the encounter table is stretched a bit too far down. It's referred to as the Peninsula of Power because it is also a place where you can, like, grind levels pretty easily. Let's just see if we can get a better showcase of it. Not the greatest one so far. Yeah, you better run. I taught these zombies how to fear. Without even casting fear. Come on. No, not getting anything great right now. Let's see if I can scare him with this. But anyways, whatever. Yeah, now that we have an airship, there's a lot we can just explore. How far down is this? Ooh boy, look at that. Not land in the town. Not land in marshland, cannot land in forest or on water. We have to park here and then walk all the way down to get to there. Admittedly kind of worth it. And with here, we have to park all the way over here to get to here. Let's do that. Well, that was a peaceful walk. So here's Onrak. So a bunch of little things happening. Just a whole lot of like Just a bunch of NPCs that have a whole lot of information for you in different directions. Like, just everybody's got something interesting going on. Like, somebody going on about, like, oh man, having lazy is fantastic, isn't it? It's like somebody talking about, like, a merchant that has something weird for sale. This place used to be great 200 years ago. Nonsense story about a thing falling out of the sky. Kind of a bit of information on, like, the issue of the water shrine stuff. The water shrine being here. Oh, hey, there's a dragon. He's supposed to be the one to guide you to Bahamut. There's a caravan over in the west. Everybody's full of info. Sunken Shrine's got a lot of stuff. Gotta find a Rosetta Stone so you can speak Lufenian. A mechanical creature fell to the north. Can't take that submarine because there's no air. Gotta go to the water shrine. So yeah, just everybody's full of info here. What do you got? Huh? Yes? There's an implied thing with the whole leg stuff. But hey, Saber. Not the greatest spell. It's a self buff for Black Wizards only. Which, okay. For attack and accuracy. Okay. And then Blind, which is single target darkness. Not the best in level 7 stuff. Null Death. Ilaga. That's worth it. Null Death is... yeah. Just create a instant death barrier. Could be useful for some places. Top up my potions. I should probably sell some things, so like I don't need these anymore. I'm gonna keep the power staff around just in case it does do a thing. I forget if it does. You know, I should probably check to see if, like, people's equipments have changed, like, equipment loadouts and what they can equip has changed. Before I sell everything. But I'm gonna sell everything and then regret it later. Here, have these clothes. I found them in the ice caverns. Somehow that brought down the price of the clothes, like, made me get even less money for them. I don't get it. Everybody hates the ice caverns. Oh no. So yeah, no equipment for sale here, but some magic, I guess. It's okay. Yeah, like I said, I should check this. Yeah, red wizards can now equip those gauntlets. If I do that though, it does mean that, like, only Rion will be able to access them, but whatever. So yeah, I was correct that, like, I probably should have checked. Because Rion now can equip a lot better armor, I'm guessing. Robin and Ray, maybe. God, I'm almost at 4 hours. I'm gonna do just the tiniest bit of additional flying around, so... I wonder, this conspicuous patch of land here, there was a caravan somewhere, like... forest to desert, and I don't know. Who's really paying attention to anything anyways? Ever. And then there's a waterfall here that something went into, or around. There's a town here. We're not going to that town that's super far away, because we need the Rosetta Stone there. That's Lufenians. This is Gaia. Yeah, just highlighting that you need to be able to speak Lufenian. A fairy that was living at the spring. So here's where we go for equipment. You can get the cat claws, which are a better dagger. Not that great, but it's something that a black wizard can equip. It's a reason to use saber, I guess. You can buy the ruby armlet, which, oh boy, that costs a lot. And protect rings. Protect rings guard you against instant death. Pretty nice. Hey, more magic. We can learn Holy! Null all and Dispel. By the way, yeah, the Red Wizard cannot learn, like, any more spells, basically. They topped out. Yeah, Dispel, Null all, and Holy are all worthwhile. Same, Stop is, Warp is another form of instant death. Instant Kill is another form of instant death. Pretty worthless, honestly. So let's get Holy. Let's get Null all. Null all is what it says. It targets everything. Well, it defends against all elements. So you need a fairy to get Oxyale. There used to be a fairy here. I was already told his name, it's Une. Yeah. This guy sold a fairy to a caravan, which is pretty fucked up if you think about it. So, that caravan is where we can find the fairy, bring the fairy back to here, and the fairy can get us the Oxyale from the bottom of here, allowing us to then be able to breathe underwater, which will allow us to take the submarine and get to the water shrine. Now you may be wondering, but wait, wasn't there a mechanical thing that landed in the waterfall? What's that got to do with anything? Well, that's to do with something else. So also with the Rosetta Stone stuff, that's something in the water shrine itself. That is something we have to go to the water shrine for, so yeah. Also, we still haven't finished Mount Gog. Man, imagine the surprise Marilith is in for. When just like everybody's class change and in the level in the like their low 30s. It's like, what the fuck? But anyways. So I think that's about good for now. It's pretty much a 4-hour stream. So yeah. Next time we will be tackling Mount Gulg, then we will be tackling the Water Shrine, and then possibly also tackling the Wind Shrine. Just getting the rest of the 4 fiends out of the way. But anyways, tomorrow will be Phantasy Star Online, not Universe. I'm not skipping ahead that quickly. Universe comes after Online, which comes after, but online episodes 1, 2, then switch to the card game for 3, and then switch back to Blue Burst for 4. So yeah. But yeah, we'll be finishing off the mines tomorrow and doing a couple side quests, and then possibly on Saturday doing some more side quests as just an additional stream, just so I don't have to do it all at once and go into like fucking 3 in the morning trying to do everything. But anyways, as with always, thanks to everybody who joined in and tuned in and whatnot, and catch y'all next time.